In this video, I'm going to talk about appointment setting and how you can make $10,000 a month doing it. So we're going to talk about what the job is, why some people should start here before they go into closing, things like this. Now, lots of people that I work with usually just go for closing, and that's totally fine, okay? So in my program, most of the people that I work with are going for closer jobs. Some people I help get setter roles, but primarily they're getting closer roles. So at the end of the day, the choice is up to you on what's going to be best for you and your situation. And that's why I'm making this video, so that you can have all the information and make your own informed decision. But if you have some sales experience, I will say, just go straight for closing, or you're just all in with this and you want to make as much money as you can right now, skip setting and go to closing. But after this video, you're going to know which person you're going to be. So what is an appointment setter? An appointment setter schedules sales calls for a salesperson, and they also do some lead generation as well. So what your job description, what you will mainly be doing is communicating with leads through messages and then getting them to go and fill out a call application to speak with a salesperson on a sales call. So what does this look like? When you are an appointment setter for a business, the business will give you access to their inbox, whether that's their Instagram, their Facebook account, and you will just manage that inbox. So any messages that a business social media gets, you will reply to those messages. You will ask them a few questions about their situation, and then you will just direct them to a link to go and schedule a sales call after you have had a short conversation with them. That is basically it. In some cases, you will reply to comments on their social media posts. In some cases, you will be calling some leads who have already opted into something. But for the most part, what I just described, that is what you do. A few short messages, get them to schedule a call, wash your hands of it, right? So the entire job can be done from your phone, and it's all done through messages and typing and moving your thumbs, nothing else. Now, you get paid 5% of every sale that the salesperson closes. That is a typical commission percentage. So some businesses may also give you a base, but it really just depends. Mainly, when a salesperson closes a sale, you get paid 5%. So if the salesperson closes a $5,000 coaching program, you just made $250 for moving your thumbs. Now let's talk about what your day is going to look like. This is pretty straightforward. You will be logged into a business's social media account. Usually that's going to be Instagram. Sometimes it'll be Facebook. And you will have notifications on, obviously. Anytime a message comes in, you are on it promptly, immediately. No messing around. And you will have a shift. It might be all day. It might be 4 hours. It just depends on the business that you're working for. But you are on your phone, right? Handling messages and leads that come into an inbox for the entire time you are working that shift. Now, for those of you that aren't sure if you should start with this, here is maybe why you should start with appointment setting over closing. Number one is just flat out, it's the easiest job in the entire world. Literally. When I make videos on appointment setting, like I'm doing now, and then I even do reels on my Instagram account about appointment setting, and then I don't get lots of messages from people like, oh man, that's awesome, I want to do that. I'm like, okay, it blows my mind. You can literally make between $5,000 and $8,000 a month standard doing this just to send messages back and forth from your phone. I know people that do $10K a month doing this with multiple businesses. So you use the business's social media account. It's not even your account. You just message back and forth a few times with people, and then you get them to schedule a sales call. So what are the benefits here? You don't have to show your face. You don't have to speak to anybody. And you are doing the exact same thing you're doing all day anyway, which is dicking around on your phone. But in this case, you're getting paid $5,000 to $8,000 a month to do it on average. And people still don't do it. And I think I find this insane because when I used to be on the internet years ago trying to figure out how to make money online, it was way, way more difficult to figure out. Appointment setting wasn't even really a thing yet, and there was way less info out there on what to do. So I was digging deep on internet forums and shit trying to figure out what to do. These days you have more than enough information to figure out how to do anything. It doesn't matter. You can figure it out. The information is on YouTube and will give you every detail and every single step to do whatever make money online thing you want to do. There are just so many different people that are teaching this stuff nowadays. Every kind of business that you can think of, everything you need to know to succeed is at your fingertips. So if I had had a opportunity like this back then, I would have been like, oh, let's go. I would have done this immediately. Like, all I have to do is send a few messages back and forth with people, get them to schedule a call. That's it. I don't have to show my face. I don't have to speak to anyone. Make 5 to 8K a month. That's amazing, right? There's no catch to this. All you have to do is vet the business and make sure they are making a lot of money and they have inbound leads. If they have those things, you're good. When I was searching for ways to make money online, the reason this would have been such a good opportunity is I would have thought, oh, I can actually make some money like right now. It may not be the millions of dollars I want to make, but I can make money like today. I can get paid within the next few days, which is a big deal. But I honestly think most people that are researching make money online stuff, they're just not serious anyway. They're never going to do anything. This is just entertainment to them. So this is the easiest place to start. If you have had trouble like getting into high ticket sales or starting some business, like starting with this, you can get paid very quickly and you will get some early success, which I'm about to talk about in a minute. And for most people, this is a great place to start because yes, it's so easy and the barrier to entry is so low. And it's much lower than getting a closer role, right? Like there are 16-year-old kids who are doing appointment center jobs for businesses all over the place. So if you're an adult of any age and you have a full-time job, which is the case for most people, this is something you can easily do at the same time because it's just on your phone, right? You could do it under your desk at work. You could do it anywhere. And like I said, tons of 16-year-old kids are doing this. So if they can do it, I'm pretty sure that you can do it. Now, the next reason that you might want to start with appointment setting is it is a good introduction to closing. So whenever you appointment set for a business, you are going to get to know their specific product or service very well. You're going to get a feel for what types of clients and customers they normally work with and the specific sales process of that business. So you're getting trained on all of these things that you will need to know as a closer. And it's just happening naturally through you doing the appointment setting. So let's say later, 3, 6, 9, 12 months later, you want to close, you want to take sales calls now, you already pretty much know what you're doing. You're already familiar with everything. You now just need to get on the calls and start speaking with people because you've learned a lot of stuff already and you're in a good position to succeed quickly as a closer because of all of this experience you got as an appointment setter. So it's a super easy place to start to set yourself up to make a lot of money later. And if you've been doing a good job appointment setting for the business and you decide you want to close and you go to that business owner and you're like, hey, I'd really like to move into a closer role, they're much more likely to be like, yeah, of course, no problem. Because you've already been doing a good job for them. Like they already know you. That is the punchline. It's a very easy transition for the business owner. And for example, if one of their closers drops out, it's way easier for the business owner to just go, okay, I'm going to move this guy up because I know him, than it is for him to be like, okay, now I have to go out and interview a bunch of people I don't even know and go through this bullshit hiring process, which I don't want to do. And if you watch any of my videos, you know the number one thing business owners don't want to do is hire people because it's so fucking difficult to find good people. So if you have been appointment setting for him and doing a good job, they're going to say yes. If you go to them in the right way and just say, hey, I'd like to move up to closer in the future, they're going to do it because they don't want to hire somebody. So that's how it's going to go. The process of hiring people is time consuming and annoying. It's like the worst thing about running business. Business owners just want people to do the job. And they know that you are probably going to do that well because you've already shown that you can do that. Now, the next reason why many people should start with appointment setting is this. You are just extremely likely to succeed if you do. Now, from what I have seen, the main reason that most people fail at making money online, why they will never succeed, is flat out because they quit. End of story. All of these make money online things work. I don't care what it is, whether it's high ticket sales or any of the businesses, they all work. So it's always the person. There's no exceptions to this, okay? So if you took 100% of the people who have tried and failed at making money online, 99.999% of them, the reason that they failed is because they just quit. They just stopped doing it. So appointment setting is going to be the easiest possible way for you to succeed. It's the most likely path for you to succeed at getting easy online money that there is. So since most people are going to quit, if you can get them doing something that's easy and get them seeing some early success, they are much more likely to succeed in the long term because you have quickly succeeded at something up front. So you're not discouraged. You're more motivated, all right? A monkey could do this job. I shit you not. Sometimes when I message back and forth with internet people, I feel like I'm talking to a monkey. And no, AI is not going to take over appointment setting because AI can't pick up a phone and dial extra leads. It can't have an actual human conversation with someone over messages. And also, at its core, being an appointment setter is about lead generation. And AI is not ever going to take over lead generation for these reasons. Think about it like this. If you get a message or a phone call from a human being, and then you also get a message or a phone call from a robot, all right? Who are you most likely to respond to? The human, 100% of the time. When it's a robot, you don't give a fuck. Like when you get an automated voicemail, do you reply to that? No, you're just like, fuck this shit, right? Because you don't care. But when it's a person, you feel more obligated to reply. You feel bad if you don't reply. This right here is why no business is ever going to choose to let AI take over their lead generation or appointment setting for at least the next 2 decades. The human touch when it comes to sales, lead generation, things like this is invaluable. And only an idiot business owner would let AI take over that aspect of his business. He's going to fail and go broke very quickly. So you can do this. It's not hard. And since most people watching this are never going to do anything anyway, or they're just going to give up after like 3 days, this is the most likely path for you to succeed if you're starting from zero. Because there's really no obstacles to this. That is the punchline. There's nothing that's going to come up that's super hard or super difficult that's going to discourage you. Once you get the job, it's pretty hard to mess up. You just need to be on your phone. You need to respond to the messages promptly and lead the conversation to them scheduling a sales call. If they want to do it, great, send them the link. If they don't want to do it, just move on. We're not trying to convince anybody of anything. So if you're on the fence and you're not sure if you want to close or set or if you want to do this at all, you should do appointment setting. But if you know you want to figure out how to make a lot of money as fast as possible, or you've done sales before, then you should go for closing. And again, I'm not trying to discourage anyone from doing either one. You need to do what is right for you. Do whatever you want to do. Both of these jobs are very easy to do. This is just sales. This is not quantum fucking physics, all right? Just pick which one that you want to do and just go all in and you will succeed. That's the end of the video. If you want my help getting a closer role or a setter role, go to the links in the description. Until next time.